Hey, what's up? It's Figure Hunter, and up for review today are knee sleeves. I have been wanting to do a long-term test on the differences of quality between an expensive knee sleeve and a less expensive knee sleeve when it comes to CrossFit workouts. Obviously, knee sleeves can be a little bit pricey if you go with the high quality ones, and there's a bunch on Amazon for low cost that you got to sort of weigh out what is the differences in the value and quality of these knee sleeves. So with that, today we're going to put them to sort of an extended test. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing for more. There's going to be a lot more content on the days ahead. The Fitbit Charge 5, the Vertix 2, and the Vertix 2 versus the Phoenix 6X Solar, Whoop 4.0, a lot of things coming. But what I just felt like, so there was a main initial problem. If you own knee sleeves, if you use them for CrossFit workouts, one thing is universal if you use them for multiple days in a row. What's that, folks? They stink. I mean, they stink. They are horrid when you wear them too many times, and then you got to put them in the wash. You got to make sure you have them for the next WOD. Obviously, the whole purpose of knee sleeves is to provide support for the knees when you're going to deep levels on a squat or a squat clean, or any of those deep squat positions. These help hold and support the knee so that it's a little bit smoother, a little bit easier on the joints, and a little bit more comfortable doing box jumps, all sorts of things like that. And so I went on a quest to buy extra knee sleeves, and I didn't want, so these are the Rehband. I don't know if that's how you say it, Rehband, but they're $40 per sleeve. So a set of 2 of these is 80 bucks. They're the 7 millimeters in thickness, and you can, these are pretty popular, pretty well known, well sold. So I thought, well, what's the difference between this and the Amazon options? Because all these Amazon options are like $11 to $15. And so I went on a quest and I bought 3 separate low-cost knee sleeves. Here I have 2 because the other one that I purchased was more like a sock, and I'll show you a picture of that. Here's the one that I sent back immediately. That one was terrible. It felt like you were just a loose sock you're going to put on. So that one scratched off. So that was like one type, and I've seen advertisements for these more cloth-based type knee support sleeves. So I thought, okay, well, here's a low-cost version of that. So went right back, and then these were the 2 winners. One was like 12, one was 14. There's, obviously links. I don't know how to set up affiliate links yet, but there's links to those just on Amazon down below, so you can see what you're getting. The other question was what to get on eBay. Amazon, eBay, they sell a bunch of these types of things. So what I've got was like a $12 one. It's like a Persian, and testing the quality of that. And then this one is the better quality version, which I will put, I'll put a, like a title on it so that you'll know this is the better quality. This feels thicker and more solid. This feels thinner. So we're going to look at it a few different ways. We're going to just measure the overall thickness, number 1. Number 2, we're going to talk about how it's durable it's been, how it is held up, and we're going to look at just what's happened to the knee sleeves over time. Number 3, we're going to do a tensile test to test how much they stretch out. And then 4, we're just going to talk about a general summary. So with that, let's look at how thick these are, one versus another, and then obviously the 2 less expensive versus the more expensive. Okay, so we just want to get a basic difference between the thickness with each of these. So this is the expensive, the fancy version. And I'm just going to do a light touch just to get some overall. So 6.5 with just a little bit of pressure on the knee pad itself. So this is the other better quality option, has a little bit better quality and feel. 5.4, if I squeeze it down there, but 5.6 actually if I put it all the way to the edge. What I feels like lowest quality version and push it all the way to the edge, 4.7, so definitely skinnier. Look at just the wear. So I've worn these for 2 years now. Obviously some little bit of pilly, little bit of wear, but the overall quality is still holding up. And we'll look at the sort of tension. You look at the Persian, whatever, that's sort of the non-name brand. So I got two of these, but this already started to happen on the first one. I've worn these for about 6 months. And then the last of the lower cost options, worn it for 6 months as well. Got them about the same time frame, and they've held up pretty solid. Okay, so in seeing the thickness and then going straight into the overall durability, obviously the Rehband, the high quality, $40 per sleeve, 80 bucks a pair, has held up really well. I've used it for a long period of time, no problems there. Obviously the less expensive, more thin version obviously has bad stitching. I actually bought 2 of these because they were less expensive. So, you know, bad quality, you can see through there. And then this one has been really solid. This one has felt like a great backup, a great support. I think it was $14, and overall thickness was obviously better. And so this one is the way to go for overall durability. So let's take a look at the tensile test to see how much each of them stretched out. Okay, so now for the fancy one, the most expensive, we'll get the initial reading. Sit still for a second, and then we will go from there with the others. Okay, now for the somewhat lowest performing, thinnest, lowest quality so far. Let's see what it gets, and then we'll come back together for the final review. Right, now for the so far best performing knee sleeve for the price. All right. Okay, so looking at the very non-scientific tensile test, obviously, I didn't show the results on the video itself, but the Rehband 7 millimeters, full 7 millimeters, you know, really didn't stretch out as much as the other 2. The thinner quality stretched out a little bit more. It was a little bit close between these 2, and it wasn't really that significantly far between the others, with a 25-pound tensile, you know, basically set to approximately a perfect horizontal, so the weight presses in all the same places. So, you know, this one still held up better than the least expensive and better quality. And in summary, you know, because this is just a little bit of a jumbled sharing of an experience of using multiple knee sleeves for 6 months compared to a nicer set for 2 years, I feel like this middle version is a great solution, because I think the honest thing is that you need 2 or 3 sets of knee sleeves. So there's one's always in the washing machine and one's always in the gym bag, or one's, you know, set to go in the washing machine, one's in your drawer, ready, clean and ready to go, and then one's in the gym bag. You could use the thicker, better quality for, you know, lots of deep back squats, or, you know, Metcon that has a lot of that movement type stuff in it. But having a rotation, and I think 3 has been ideal. 4 is even more ideal, but you could get 2 sets of lower cost. These are basically 15 bucks each, $30 total for 2 sets, and then 80 bucks for the high quality set, and rotate them through the wash so that you never have that ultimate stink. So with that, that's a review of the expensive knee sleeves versus some of the low cost options that are out there. It's the Fit Gear Hunter. Thanks so much for watching.